Hello everybody, Camelia here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a new sewing or projects sharing video. I have today a few projects that I wanted to put them all in one video, you know, just to avoid to make a bunch of really long videos, because I know that I'm going to put them all in this video. I'm going to keep it short, but I would like to talk about them also for I don't know, inspiration for you, and also for backup for myself. So today I am going to show you a remake and one of the Minerva sewing kits, and also modified pattern that I made with another Minerva fabric with a Ponti knit. Excuse me. So let's start with the remake. A few, I think 2 weeks ago or something like that, I posted my newest pajamas, the Jalie pajamas made with with some modifications for the leg, a wider leg. I'm going to put some pictures here. And the green ones, you know, with the pretty flowers. And because I love those ones so much, and I wear them already a lot, I was thinking, well, I really need to make really fast, because I had a pattern still here to make a new one. And this is the new pair. This is a really pretty, I'm going to apologize for my nails, they are not very nice, but you know. So this is a cotton jersey, and after I made the first pair, I knew that I wanted a pair in this fabric. I did not have this fabric, but I saw this in on a website online on MegaStoffen.nl. I'm going to put a link here in the video description. And I remember this fabric, and I was thinking I really want to have a pair of pajamas in that print. I mean, it's blue, I love blue, it's soft, it's cotton. And the thing is that from that web shop, when they offer fabrics on the meter, but they also offer coupons, and their coupons, they are sometimes they are 1.5 meter by the full width, so 1.5 by 1.5, or sometimes they are 1 meter length by 1.5, or what the width is of the fabric. So I was putting stuff in my basket, and of course this fabric went also very fast in, and I knew that I needed around 2.5 meters to have it to have my pattern, especially with this width adjustments also for the sleeves and the length. I needed 2.5 meters around for my pajamas, but so I ordered 2 coupons, because I was thinking, well, a coupon is 1.5 meter, I will have enough for 3 meters. But when the fabric arrived, it was only a little bit, because when you order in more than the length of a coupon, most of the time they are going to put everything in one length. So in this case, my fabric was just a little bit over 2 meters, and I was thinking, how is that possible? I ordered 2 coupons, so 3 meters. And then later I checked the website, and actually this was a fabric that it was only 1 meter for coupon. So I had to play a little bit of Tetris with my pieces, and after washing the fabric, actually it was really exactly 2 meters. And because it was really hard to get everything out, you cannot see here, but I had to cut the lower part. You can see a little bit, the print is getting a little bit staggered here. On the lower part of the leg of the pants, or you can see inside, I had to cut a piece off, and then to you know, piece of the pattern piece, cut it with seam allowance, and just attach, you know, to get the full length. So it was not so much fun. I don't really enjoy trying to get my pieces out to small pieces of fabric. And but these are really great. I'll try to put some pictures here on the side. I made the pictures inside today, and although we have better light today, it's really hard to get nice pictures, you know, because the sun is coming from all the windows, and you know. And this is the blouse. Of course, it's exactly the same pattern as the green one from a few weeks back. And also on this one, I finished the back neckline immediately with a piece of fabric, just to have it really nice, because I know that if I'm not doing it immediately, later I'm going to see it every time when I put it on, and I'll say, I need to fix that, I need to fix that, and after 2 years I'm still saying I need to fix that. Well, fix, you know, make it nicer. So that was these are my new pajamas. It was a very fast project, because when I have a pattern that I already made it a few times, or at least one time, I know the fit, and even if I change some things, I know that it's most of the time only enjoying sewing. In this case it was a little bit tricky to get it out of that piece of fabric, but I'm really happy with that. Next is this Alder shirt from Greyline Studio. That will be this one. I mean, this is a very popular pattern. It's also pretty old. I'm not sure exactly when this came out on the market. 2016. Yes, it is pretty old, or at least this pattern was 2016 printed, but I suppose that is the year of the release of the pattern. But this one, I remember it was, and it still is, a really popular shirt dress pattern. It's a sleeveless dress. It has two options. So it has this one, let's see this view here with the gathered skirt, and the one that is just a straight up dress, shirt dress. And this I made as part of a Minerva kit. You know, Minerva kits, Minerva, they offer, I think it's every month or something like that, they offer different sewing kits where you can, they put everything together, what you need to make a project, in this case this dress, let's say. So there is fabric, there are buttons, interfacing that is suitable for the fabric, needles, thread, elastic if it's necessary. And I got the chance to try one of these kits, and I must say that I always enjoy sewing with sewing kits, because everything is put together there. And on their website you can, under the post where the kits are presented, you can put everything in the basket, or you can, you know, you can take things away what you don't need, like needles, or maybe you have the thread or the interfacing. But I always enjoy sewing kits because everything is there. I don't need to think about to choose stuff, you know, to think about the interfacing, if it's correct for my color, or the buttons, if they are the right size, or, you know, stuff like that. Size wise, I made for this one, I went with let me think, if I remember well, I went for the upper part with my upper bust size here, because that's determining, of course, also the neck size, and the shoulders are here not really important because there are no sleeves, but still it's very important to have the correct size of the neck. So I went for size for the upper part of the dress. I chose the well, there is still a button here. I chose a size smaller than my bust, and I think it was size 10. And then from here somewhere I started to blend back to a size 12, what is my actually bust. And I think also for the waist I went with the size 12, although it's a little bit bigger for me. But it's nice to have it a little bit loose. And the thing is that, you know, this is not a very, there is not a lot of ease. It's only to skim the body. And I chose to make a little bit bigger size, well, bigger, again I went with my bust size from the bust down, although I could have gone a little bit smaller, but because of the fact that I knew that in Germany here where I live now, it's not always sleeveless dress weather, so I knew that I'm going to wear it mostly like you see it in the picture here, with turtleneck probably, or with a blouse underneath, and maybe tights or leggings or whatever. But also as a summer sleeveless dress is really beautiful. So this was also a very enjoyable project. Also here I had to mess it up a little bit. Everything was going so nicely, you know, you have the kit and you just put the things together. And I remember that I was so busy with sewing. Of course I've sewn this part, as you can see, or you cannot see in the pictures, you can see the hem of the dress is shaped, and I was so well paying attention to put it correctly that, of course, I put it wrong. I put it with the side seam here to the front, and I had to unpick everything and put it back. So, of course, every project needs to have something, and also my next project did have some unpicking. Of course, it must be, otherwise it's not fun. So the next project is a project that I made also, as I said, with the Minerva fabric, and I used this. This is a Ponti knit with a really fun print on it. So a double knit it will be. On the right side is this really cool print, and on the, although it's looking really pinkish in the picture here, is more like brown color. And on the inside is just plain black. So I had this piece of Ponti knit, I think about 3 meters. And you know, sometimes you have a piece of fabric and you have something in your head and you think, well, if you think a long time about it, you start to have doubts and you think, well, maybe I should do that, maybe it's not a good idea. So finally I decided that I want to have a pair of pants and a kind of blouse or something like that, a top to go to, because you see these days in a lot of ready-to-wear stores and brands, a lot of those jacquard knits outfits where the pants is in fitting with or pants and top are made in one fabric, not like a jumpsuit, but you know, like they go with each other, they are exactly the same fabric. And I really wanted something like that, and I do have a bunch of other fabrics that it will work for this set, and I'll show them to you in a minute. But I didn't have something in my head like a pattern what I want to do with it. So finally my dear friend from Designer Stitch, I think she was probably a little bit done with my with me being annoying. I know the print on this pants is not the best position ever, but I'm lucky that this is not the top. Oh, this looks really stupid. But in a pant it's not looking so bad, you can see it in the pictures. So Anne from Designer Stitch offered me a pattern for a pair of Ponti pants, and I must say that I really love these ones. You can see them in the pictures. Actually the ones that I'm wearing now are the first one that I made, also in a jacquard jersey, but these ones are made in the Ponti knit, as I said, and these are just great. They are really nice. The width of the leg is really amazing, and I hope that Anne is going to bring these ones as a pattern. It's a pretty simple pant, but the shape of it is just amazing, and I think in a Ponti knit, you know, if you have a great shape, you have the comfort from the Ponti knit, so that makes like the most amazing pair of pants. And for the top, well, the pants, they were really easy to sew, of course, only with the serger, and then there is a separate waistband. That's also something that I've seen a lot in the ready-to-wear, so it's not just turned and top stitched, you know, with the elastic between, but it's a separate piece of two pieces of fabric, in this case handmade a shaped waistband. But anyway, the pants were really easy to make. But then came my idea. I got this idea, of course, from somewhere, because that made me actually to decide what to make with my fabric. You can see it here in the pictures a little bit better, the top. Actually, this top is made from this top, from the same pattern. The pattern is I think is the Yoyo. I want to say Jojo, but it's the Yoyo top from StyleArc. And I made it a while ago, last year, of course, I think, together with the Yoyo skirt. And this is the top. So I've seen in one of the stores a top. I'm going to put a picture here. And actually the top was really nice. It was made in one color. As you can see, it is a purplish color. And the fabric, their fabric was something, also something synthetic, I don't know what, but it's not. It was not to my liking, and also the fact that the original top has raglan sleeves. I'm more, you know, a drop shoulder or inserted sleeve sits better on me, or I like it better. So I really wanted to make something on my taste, and of course to use my pretty fabric. And I wanted the details. As you can see in the picture, it has a slit in the front. It has, if everything is going well, I suppose I'm going to put a picture from the back now. On the back it has an inverted slit, and the top is finished with cuffs and a bottom band, I think, if I remember well. So with that in mind, I was thinking what top I can, I mean, you can make all these details on any top, but I had this Yoyo top and I knew that it had, of course, it fits really nicely, and I was thinking, well, I'm going to use that for the base. So to do these changes, and you can see them here, here is my, my little slit. I have here a band, as you can see, made with black ribbing. The same is for the cuffs and the same for the bottom of the blouse. And also here in the back you can see my little inverted pleat. Where is it? Here. Well, let's see, let's put this a little bit straight. You can see it here, and you can see it from the inside also. And as you can see also here, this one is finished with a piece of bias band, bias tape cut from some oh, actually it's the same fabric. It's you know, when I need a bias band for, let's say, like in this case the armholes are finished with bias band, or you know, whatever what I need, I always cut a little bit more, and I have a box full with pieces of bias tape, because I know that I can use those for this kind of stuff. And as you can see, I've used the tape from this one, I just realized I use it in this top. And to make these changes to my Yoyo top, as I said, is the same top. The back is really simple in this one. Let's see, I have here the front. I just trace it on some piece of paper, and of course, because I wasn't sure, my idea first of this top was to I'm just going to put this off and put the top on, because I wasn't sure what I want to have with the top. I was having all kind of ideas in my head, and I'm just going to, you know, close your eyes. Let's see. So this is how it fits on her. Because I wasn't sure what I want to have with the length of this one, the original pattern, as you can see it here against me, is pretty long, because in the Yoyo top from StyleArc you do have a longer version and a shorter one. And also this one is not finished with a band like this one, is just, you know, boxy thing. I decided to make the complete length of the top, like you see here. The shorter one is about here, and I think mine is somewhere in between. So I just traced the original pattern, and you can see here, this line here, this V, is actually this little V here. This insertion is a separate piece that in this one is made in, I'm just going to put this on because I'm getting really dark. The V part is here, is a separate piece of, I think I used ribbing in this case, but I didn't want that in my top here. So what I did, I decided how much I wanted to have the slit, and I think I went about, let's see, measure from the top, thinking that we have there, I think 1 centimeter. I went about 10 centimeters here, and I decided that I want to have about 2 centimeters from the center front. So here is everything, it's just I added that triangle here, so I made a complete pattern piece, and then I decided I want the slit 10 centimeters down on the center front and about 2 centimeters from the center front, and that gave me this opening here. You know, I was thinking it was better to take the centimeters and measure in the store how they did it, but you know, I just had to eyeball it a little bit. So that was everything that I did to the front. Oh, and also because I wasn't sure about the length, so I just made the pattern with the complete length. I added a little bit extra, as you can see here, because I was thinking that what I can do with this is actually make it longer and make like to make a slit here on the side, and eventually cut the front a little bit shorter than the back and have a little slit. That was also possible, and I think it would have looked really nice with the pants. So I had all kind of ideas. For the back was actually also very, very easy. This is the back piece here. I also added here a little bit to the side, because I wasn't sure what I'm going to do with the length. And to make that, to add a little bit of fabric for that pleat, I went, this is 2.5 centimeters from the center back, and I made a mark here that I wanted to sew it. Let's see, it's about 8 centimeters down to the center back, and I think I did end up sewing it a little bit deeper. Let's see. Yeah, it's about 9 centimeters. And this is how it's looking, and I think it's looking nice. You know, it's an extra detail. Although in this fabric you cannot really see, but I think if I was to make this one in a fabric that is lesser busy, I think it will look also really nice. As you can see, all the details. So those were the changes. And then I could, for the sleeve, I added some extra fabric here because I wasn't sure if I'm going to use cuffs, and I was thinking, well, I can cut it a little bit longer, and if I'm going to decide for cuffs, I can cut the extra length. And another thing that I wanted, that's when, you know, when I'm making changes to a pattern and I'm not making a test garment, it's a little bit of, I think it's always taking a little bit longer than if I was to make a test garment. But anyway, in this case, I knew that I needed something to finish the V here. So I made like a little facing, as you can see here. And I wasn't sure if I'm going to add this little border here, the neckband, or I'm just going to use a facing and finish the neckline. And as you can see here, my back facing is still attached. It's not interfaced. But I just, let's see if I have it here on my, I don't have it. I just made a little facing for the back, and of course the clue is here that you need to be careful that on the shoulder seam the pieces are as wide. And this was for the front and this was for the back. And actually this is also a really easy way to finish this neckline, and then you can skip the whole neckband here. But then later I decided, well, I do want to have this neckline, this neckband, to break a little bit all this print. And to do that, so I used, and I'm going to take it off in a minute, so I used only, let's say, this part of my facing, where I can face only the V, and then the rest is getting caught up here into the neckline. It's very easy. For the back, so I skipped the facing. I'm going to turn this to the back so I can show you what that V neckline is looking from the back. So a few changes, actually really easy. And you know, most of the time I'm working with a pattern, and it's nice when I make something, I need to use my head to do some changes. Here is how it's looking from the back. Let me put something that you can see against. This is the V on the inside. As you can see, I just chopped off this, because originally it was like this, and get the possibility to finish the neckline only with the facing, but then I changed my mind and I just chopped off that piece, and this is how it's looking now. And the back, of course. Everything is again sewn with the serger. In this case also, of course, finishing the armholes, the sleeves and the bottom of the top with the ribbing, because that's what I used. Of course, made it, there is no need for hemming, but for the pants I did use my cover stitch machine. I think it's a really nice top, and things to consider when you make a V like this, or at least what I considered was that if I was to go really much wider, I was afraid that everything wider and deeper, I was afraid that these pieces here are going to flip out, you know, to flare out. Actually, not flip out. Well, I would flip out if they would flare out. So that was my consideration when I decided how much I want to have it open here and how much to have it open here. And for the rest, I'm really happy with this. Finally I have my own outfit in one color. I think this looks really fun. And again, I'm happy that this print did not end up on my top. So stupid. Anyway, so this was my modified yo-yo top from StyleArc with my really nice pants from Designer Stitch from N. Next I have on my table, I want to make the Savannah dress from Minerva, one of their 2 exclusive sewing patterns. And I still need to decide what for fabric I'm going to use for that one. I don't have anything from Minerva, but of course my stash is already, you know, has a lot of fabric. I have here some more fabrics. This is a jacquard knit that I could use for another pair of those pants. And here is another one. Also really cool. This one will also work for a pair of pants. Also, this one is a jacquard with a lot of stretch, you know, comfortable stretch. And this will work also nicely with a top like this. You know, just make another costume. And for the rest, I really need to decide what to make, in what to make that Savannah dress. Maybe it's just because I have so many fabrics, the decision is hard to make. I know it's a luxury problem. And for the rest, if you did not see yet my flip through from Knipmode magazine from this month, please take a look, and you'll find in the description the link to the Valentine's dress from Knipmode, which is free this month. And also you will find so they give us a dress and a top. Let's see, these 2 here, the dress and the top as a PDF pattern from their web shop. They are free this month. And it also you'll find a pair of pajama pants also free. So they are the pants that they are going with this top. The top is not free on their website, but it's only €6.50. So I think it's really worth it. And the pants are free. These are the pants that are free as a pattern this month. So take a look to that. I'm going to put a link to the video for the Knipmode. And if I have the time, I would really like to try something from this one, as I made nothing from this issue, and I promised myself that I'm going to try to make from every issue at least one. From the next issue, I have, you know, as a collaboration with Knipmode, I get to try some patterns, and I do have 2 patterns in the work, so I'm really excited about those. You will see them at the time. But I think for the moment this is it. I'm not sure how much I'm talking here, but I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you got some sewing tips and ideas how you can modify a simple pattern that you have. And if you see something in the stores, you know, you can really make it yourself. I'm really happy also with my Alder Grey Line Studio sleeveless dress, Minerva sewing kits, and of course, not to forget, my new pajamas, which I get to wear today because I have the video done and the pictures, and now I can enjoy them. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please don't forget to give me thumbs up, and if you go to watch other videos from my channel and you see that you didn't give a thumb up to the video, please do that. It costs you nothing, but it really helps my videos to go a little bit higher in the ranking, and it helps my channel, of course, and that gives me a little bit of push to make more videos, and nicer videos, of course. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye!